Okay, so UFC 315 has just ended, and we have learned three key things, okay? One, we're not getting Islam versus Ilian next. Fuck my life, alright? Two, the UFC hates Jose Aldo. They don't care about him. I'm making a video tomorrow talking about everything that the UFC has done to Jose Aldo since he's come back and returned and done everything for them, putting on good fights, and they just fuck him at every corner, alright? And three, Bedtime MMA is somewhere creaming himself in his room, okay? Because fucking JDM is the champion, alright? I'm not salty. I picked Bilal, like a lot of people, but JDM won 4-1. He outboxed Bilal. He stuffed the takedowns. The real question we gotta ask is not how good JDM is. How bad are Leon and Usman? Holy fuck. The new generation of welterweights is just different, okay? Or maybe just JDM is different. I don't know, but yeah, it was a good card. I'm really sad because I wanted to see Bilal win and get the Ilya versus Islam fight, but maybe there's a universe where Islam goes and beats JDM and then comes back down as a double champ and fights Ilya when he has his interim belt, if he beats Charles Oliveira, which it does seem like Charles versus Islam for the interim belt at 317, 317 is next. So that'll be fun. That'll be hype still, but fuck, man, we were so close, but we can still get it. I'm not giving up yet. Yeah, good card, a lot of fun finishes, a lot of fun fights. The co-main event, it sucked. What do you expect? Women's MMA, yeah, what are you gonna do? And before I break down the whole card fight by fight, I just want to say one thing, alright? Fuck you if you still are calling Bilal a boring, terrible, dog shit, terrible fighter. Like, fuck you, alright? He's literally not boring, okay? He just put on a show, alright? Was it because JDM stuffed most of the takedowns? Yes, in the later rounds. But for the first two rounds, Bilal actually was trying to show off his Canelo hands and was trying to box and was keeping on the feet. He actually looked pretty good, you know? It's just a shame he has pillow hands. He's kind of just a high-pressure volume striker who abuses his cardio, where he didn't really do that in this fight very well because he just didn't press the clinch and the takedowns enough. Like, he should have implemented it from the first round. But no, y'all bullied him so much to where it made him try to put on an entertaining fight for the fans, which you gotta respect, okay? He also has an insane chin, alright? He took so much damage in this fight, almost got finished multiple times in the fight, mostly the 5th round. Yeah, again, it was a good card, but terrible fucking judging, man. Modestas Bukauskas, he didn't win that fight, alright? It was close. Maybe I have to rewatch it. It was close, but I thought Ion Cutelaba won that shit pretty clearly. Alright, he won the first 2 rounds and lost the third, 2-1. And we had Jose Aldo get robbed for the 2nd time in a row. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm pretty sure this is pretty split online, the opinion. Like, no, man, Amin Zahab, he had George St. Pierre in his corner, man. He fucking deserved it, man. He's Canadian. Fuck him, and fuck you too. Jose Aldo won that fight. He won the first 2 rounds, and he was winning the 3rd. Sure, he got beat up in the last 2 minutes. It wasn't a 10-8. It wasn't, and Jose Aldo clearly won the first 2 rounds. He was out-boxing him, out-kicking him, out-kneeing him, out-outputting him. He fucked him up, alright? Don't want to hear it. Terrible judging. Classic Canadian card, alright? It was actually pretty good. The Canadians pulled through, a few of them. Like, we had Charles Radke get KO'd by Mike Malott. That was pretty surprising. He is actually pretty good, you know, good offensive. I picked Charles just because I didn't think his defense would hold up here, but, you know, his offense pulled through. Good on him. Starting first with the main event, because I'm not breaking this shit down in the actual order it happened. I'm just going to start with the main event. Bilal versus JDM, in-depth breakdown. It was very one-sided. Like, it was competitive. The rounds were pretty close. The number of strikes landed per round from each guy were pretty close, but if you actually watch it and you look at how the strikes are landing and how much damage they're actually landing on the other guy, like the damaging strikes that matter, not just volume strikes, alright? JDM was piecing Bilal the fuck up. Round 1, pieced him up, hurting him every time he'd land. Bilal was landing good shots and he was hurting JDM a lot through this fight too, but JDM just had the better combinations, found the chin better. He had the knees up the middle. He landed a really nasty one in the 4th round, I think, which I actually gave maybe it wasn't the 4th, because I actually think I gave the 4th to Bilal. He actually landed really good damage, and I think he got him down in that round as well, and landed some decent ground and pound. Bilal's tough, man, all right, but he did get dominated low-key in this fight. I don't know how 2 of the judges had it 48-47. I thought it was pretty clear 49-46, but the judging fucking sucks in Canada, so what are you going to do? All right, moving on to the co-main. We had Valentina Shevchenko keep her belt, obviously. Underdog, where? Who? What? What are you talking about? She's obviously going to win, all right? Manon Fiorot is overrated. She got gassed up, just like the girl who fought Zhang Weili. I don't even remember her fucking name. Got gassed up to be a favorite somehow. I don't know what they're doing in WMMA right now with the odds. They're trying to gaslight people, okay? I don't know what's going on. These girls are not good. The long-reigning champions, they're special, and we have to value them and appreciate them. Even though Valentina did put on a pretty boring fight, a lot of clinching, a lot of takedowns, and just control time. There was some fun damage in the first 2 rounds, but as they got more tired, it just kind of amounted to a whole lot of nothing on the feet and a whole lot of nothing on the ground. No submission attempts, no scrambles, no fun anything. It was pretty dog shit. I thought Shevchenko won either rounds or 3-2 or 4-1. She won the first, she won the second. I thought Manon probably won the third and maybe the 4th, and then I thought Shevchenko won the 5th for sure. So it was not a robbery at all. That was a clear fight for Shevchenko. You know, let's move on. This fight fucking sucked. Okay. The next fight, Jose Aldo versus Ayman Zahabi, Errol Hawani. Dude, it was a robbery. The first round, clear dominance for Jose Aldo. He was just outspeeding him at his old age. His speed was too much for Ayman. He was throwing knees to the body, nasty 1-2 combinations to the body, punching him in the face too, like jabbing him in the face, hooks. He was just fucking him up with everything. Okay, he actually was throwing body kicks, which we don't really see Jose Aldo kick too much as of late, and we're never going to see him fucking kick again because he just retired for the 2nd time because the UFC doesn't know how to treat their legends, okay? But yeah, Ayman Zahabi clearly won the 3rd round, but it wasn't a 10-8. He was getting fucked up in the first 2 minutes of it. He lost the first half of the round and won the second. Just because it was more dominant doesn't mean it's a 10-8. It was a competitive round, okay? It wasn't a 10-8. Shouldn't have been a draw. Shouldn't have been a Zahabi win. It should have been a Jose Aldo win. Rounds 1-2. Rounds 2-1. Okay? 2-1. Jose won 2-1. I don't want to fucking talk about it anymore. Okay? Okay, next we had Natalia Silva beat Alexa Grasso. I picked Natalia. I mean, obviously. She was obviously going to win this fight. Come on, guys. I mean, Alexa Grasso, she fluked the first Shevchenko win from a dumb, 1 IQ play from Shevchenko from doing a spinning back fist in the 5th round. Okay? She lost the second fight where there was a draw, and she got She got fucking dominated in the 3rd fight and lost. Her title run was a fluke, okay? She's good. She has good power. She has pretty good jab, pretty good boxing, but other than that, she's pretty low output, doesn't have the wrestling to back up her jiu-jitsu, and she can't really get subbed unless she gets the back. All she really has is a rear naked choke. That's all she has. So, yeah, Alexa Grasso, pretty gal. But, you know, obviously the Silva, the Brazilian, okay? The fucking Brazilian with Silva as her last name was clearly going to win. She's pretty good. I could see her being a champion. I mean, I don't know how she's going to look in 5 rounds, but we'll see. It was a pretty close fight, but I thought Silva pretty clearly won. Next, we had Benoit Saint Denis get back in the winning column, which is so wholesome because this dude, he got fucked, man. I was going to do a UFC fighters who got pushed too fast video. I probably will still do that soon, but he was going to be on there, and he obviously will still be on there. But I'm just glad to see him bounce back. He got pushed way too fast. He did call out Dustin Poirier and ask for the fight, so it was kind of his fucking fault, but, you know, he got pushed too fast. He wasn't ready for it. Renato Moicano on his crazy... Renato Moicano. Why the fuck did I say it like that? Renato Moicano. Okay? On his crazy run. Like, he just got pushed too fast, had bad matchups. He was going to get fucked up by the guy that pulled out. So we had Kyle Propolic in there, and he got fucked up, got dominated, which he should have. Like, thank God Benoit made this look easy, because even, okay, I say that, but he kind of got, like, pieced up on the feet at times. You know, he got rocked a few times. So I don't have much hope for Benoit. I think he's very, like, blockheaded. I think his head movement's non-existent. I think his fight IQ's still bad. He had staph going into this fight, I'm pretty sure, again. So this dude cannot take a fucking shower. So he's probably just going to end up coming into every single fight for his whole career with staph. So, yeah, we'll see. But good win. Getting back in the win column for him. It was a good win. Next, we had Mike Malott. KO. Charles Radke. Nasty KO. He pounded his head against the fucking octagon. Bounced it off it like twice. Knocked his mouthpiece out. Like, it was pretty badass. I'm gonna be real. Mike Malott. I picked Charles Radke as an underdog here. I thought he was good value. I really did, man. I would have won $700 if he won. Fuck, man. But whatever. Okay, you can't win every weekend. But, you know, like, Charles Radke is good, but I just feel like he doesn't believe in his power. He has good power in his hands, but he was plotty in this fight. He doesn't really have much else to fall back on if he's getting outstruck. He doesn't really have the wrestling or jiu-jitsu to back it up. Like, I don't know, man. He's still good, but Mike Malott looked really good in this fight. Really good on the feet. His power looked pretty good from, you know, his past few fights where it was a bit, you know, pokey, like plotty. 1-2, playing it really safe. He actually went for it on this card, which was good because he needed a good win, a good statement, and he made it in Canada, where he's from. So, yeah, he cried on the mic afterwards. Classic soft Canadians, you know, what are you going to do with them? But, yeah, good win from him. Next, we had Jasmine Jasudavicius submit Jessica Andrade in the first round. Jessica's done, man. Like, you're always going to have the old heads and the nostalgia heads and the biased fuckers, like, who work for the UFC and her fellow training partners. They're always going to pick her. They're always going to say, man, devastating KOs. Some of the most vicious power we've ever seen from a woman. Dude, she's not good, okay? She's out of her prime. She's fucking old. She has no grappling. She's, like, Jasmine, I'm not taking away anything from Jasmine here. It was actually a very good performance. She just went straight for it, had a game plan, implemented it successfully. Good performance from her. Easy submission. I think it was a rear naked choke. I'm gonna be real, I didn't watch it. Like, I went back and watched it. This was a piss break, man. This was a shit break. This was a snack break. Whatever you use your break for. This was the card. This was the fight of the card. Okay. Yeah, Jessica should retire. Next, we had Modestas Bukauskas beat Ion Cutelaba by decision. And I said it at the beginning of this video. I thought Ion Cutelaba won this fight. I thought he won the first 2 rounds. It was close, but, like, he won in volume. I thought he won through damage, too. I thought he landed the more shots and the more damaging shots. I thought he did, okay, in the first 2 rounds. He kind of got fucked up in the 3rd round. Modestas started pouring it on, realizing he needed a finish, even though he said in the post-fight speech that he thought he won. But, you know, he probably should say that. You know, like, if you get a robbery decision given to you, especially while you're on a win streak, on the best run of your career, making a comeback, you're just going to take what you can get. I don't blame the kid, you know? I don't blame the kid, all right? But, yeah, Ion Cutelaba, first round, just landed more damage, landed more volume. 2nd round, same thing. 3rd round, lost, but, you know, the judges, I don't know what they're watching. Someone gave him a 30-27 to Modestas. So, just almost combined his first and last name there. But, you know, whatever. I don't really give a fuck. Because this is not new. Judging has always sucked. It's gonna suck. Reffing, judging, promotion of fights, fight selection, like, matchups. The UFC fucking sucks right now. Am I still gonna watch? Am I still gonna break down everything that happens and make videos on it? Yeah, but it's depressing. We need something. I don't know what we need. Maybe it's Dana to be replaced, but who knows? Maybe that just makes everything 10 times worse. Next we had what's his name? Navajo? I don't even fucking know. All right, Navajo Sterling, I think. beat Ivan Ursulin. All right. I didn't really watch this fight too closely. I was cooking some steak and eggs, okay? I really was, bro. But I thought Navajo looked okay. I remember I was watching the first round pretty closely, and then I kind of looked away. The first round, I remember Navajo kind of getting pieced up. All right. I did look at the stats. I do think Navajo probably won this fight. He won the second and third round. Maybe I have to rewatch the first to know if he wanted it or not. I don't really care, man. This pretty low level fight. I think Sterling has pretty good potential. He's huge for the division. Like, not even huge for the division, but he's a huge guy, athletic, fast, trains at a good gym. He's young. You know, he's not getting finishes where, like, in any of his fights where I think he probably was expected to get a finish here. I predicted him to win by decision because that's just kind of the fighter he is. He plays it pretty safe. Doesn't really go for combinations or doesn't throw everything into punches. He kind of just plays it safe, goes picky-pokey, jabby-jabby, but he can be good. He can be entertaining. He's young. He's cool. I watch his streams sometimes, so I'm going to cut the kid a break, all right? Good performance, I guess. Next, we had Marc-Andre Barriault beat Bruno Silva by vicious elbow to the temple KO. This was the most scared I've been after a KO in a while, man. I thought we just saw a man die in there. But no, he's fine, I guess. Bruno Silva, he'll be cut, right? Or he'll just retire on his own, right? He better get cut, okay? He's like 2-8 in his last 10 or some crazy ass stat. He's fucking done, okay? I remember before this, I picked Marc-Andre Barriault, by the way, okay? Bruno Silva, in his last few fights, just looked like he didn't even want to be in there. His gas tank looked bad. His grit looked terrible. He just doesn't throw. He doesn't have offense. He just eats shots and is pretty tough in there. I don't know how he hasn't been cut yet. I really don't. How did this dude go to decision with Pereira? He did, right? Didn't he go to decision with Pereira? Fucking hell, man. I don't know. But good performance by Marc-Andre Barriault. He may have been cut if he'd lost this, so I'm happy to see him win. Good KO. Vicious elbows in the clinch. I don't know why people don't do that more. He was just forcing them through. I guess Bruno Silva's clinch game and guard wasn't the best, so I guess maybe that's why. It's just not as easy to do that all the time, but yeah, vicious KO. Probably my favorite one of the card. He better get a performance bonus, okay? And he better not get cut. They're cutting people off good wins nowadays while they keep all these women around to go to pit-pat decisions. Fuck you, alright? The UFC is retarded. Next, we had Daniel Santos beat Lee Jung-Young by decision. This was a war. I think this was the best decision fight of the card. This was a fucking brawl, okay? I was worried for my pick because I picked Daniel Santos here, okay? He was kind of skinny fat in there, and this was him moving up a division, I think for the first time. He's coming off a big layoff, pulled out of his last fight. It wasn't looking good. Had Ian the Cuckboy in his corner. It was not looking good, okay? But he pulled through. He's very good. I believed in him. I knew he was very good. Very unique, creative, dangerous striker. Lee actually looked really good too. I hope he doesn't get cut off this. He's actually really good. He probably won. Did he win a round? I forget, man. It's hard to remember the first fights on this card. This was 7 hours ago. I don't think so. I think I gave every round possibly to Santos here. I think I gave every round to him. Maybe the first, from what I remember. I think he got outputted. He got hurt. But the second two were clear Daniel Santos rounds. He just had the better gas tank here. He implemented the grappling. He was the only one getting takedowns, landing slight ground and pound with them, so they were beneficial to his score, to his scorecards here. Wasn't just takedowns that didn't mean anything. Yeah, he won pretty clearly. Fun-ass fight, brawl. Both guys just traded in the pocket. Boom, 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 randomly. They would just go off and go crazy out of nowhere. Very fun fight. Both guys very tough, good chins. Yeah, I hope none of them... Well, obviously, Daniel Santos is not going to get cut. I hope Lee does not get cut. He's very fun, very good. And lastly, we had Bekzat KO Brad Katona in the first, minute. It was crazy, all right? Good way to start off the card. I was surprised by this. I picked Brad Katona, man. I did. I did good on this card. I went like, I think 10-3 or 10-4 or 9-4 or maybe 9-3, something like that. I didn't count, but I did pretty good. I folded on the main event, and I got a few of these prelims wrong. But the main card I did very well, if you count robberies. So yeah, I think this card was good. Was it a good pay-per-view? Like on paper? No, it was bad. And people are going to say, dude, these guys always hating on the cards and then they end up being bangers. Like, fuck. Like, you don't understand what we're talking about, okay? A card can be good no matter what. No matter how bad the fucking paper or card on paper is, okay? But we want good cards on paper. And we want those cards to, like, end up being really good. Because then you have some of the best cards of all time. And that's what we should be getting. It's the present. We should always be getting the best stuff we've ever gotten in the present, okay? Okay? Is that hard to argue with? Is that hard to accept? I want the best UFC cards ever. The sport is the farthest and most biggest and most successful it's ever been. We have the most people ever in history going into MMA training, training jiu-jitsu, training boxing, training Muay Thai, training kickboxing. We have the most of like potential out of any time in history to have good cards, okay? We should be getting them. All right? That's all I have to say. Tomorrow I will be making a rant video on Jose Aldo's mistreatment by the UFC. Yeah, look out for that. That's the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.